Hello Scorpio, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the first half of November. How is everyone? I hope you're doing well. General reading as always, guys. It won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to all the decks that you see here today. So Scorpio, let's dive right into this. These three focus card decks are self-created ones by me. The first is the Sugar and Spice Oracle, and we'll go ahead and grab one from there, and then we'll grab a message from the Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck, followed by the Heart Songs one. All right, so let's get started, Scorpio, and see what's coming in for you for the first half of November, especially for those who will be celebrating birthdays in November. Let's take a look. What's your first focus message, Scorpio? All right, I'm guided to this one. We've got peaches, okay? If all you want is a booty call, your butt better move along because you're barking up the wrong tree. This booty is meant for bigger and better things, okay? So this could be you speaking up to your person, especially if all they wanted truly was the physicality of it all, just a booty call, rather than exploring where the rest of the relationship could go. All right, so if you resonate with that, that's what we're starting off with. So let's grab your second message. All right, from the Heart and Soul Love Oracle, Angels and Spirit Guides for Scorpio. First half of November, what's your second focus message here? Guided to this card, we have someday. Okay, you only see the part of me that I let you see, the tough exterior, the poker face, no sign of the hurt that you put me through. I'm never going to let you see how fragile I still am on the inside, that there's still a part of me working on healing and my personal growth. I'll be okay without you eventually. So these two cards together, you know, booty call and someone who's clearly taking the time to heal. It could be my feminines here. So what I'm picking up is that there could have been a masculine that you were dealing with that just wasn't serious about the relationship, or they just wanted to be casual, keep things casual, just possibly coming together with the feminine. For some of you guys, this will not apply to everyone. I'm just feeling that some of you guys got together and you were dealing with a person where it was all strictly about the physical connection, not so much about falling in love or getting into anything serious and solid. They just wanted a hookup, perhaps, okay? And that definitely hurt some of you, especially, I feel, my feminines. But you're empowering yourself now. You're working through the pain. You're overcoming the difficult energies attached to this experience, and you're letting your masculine know it's like, I'll be okay without you eventually, but it's going to take time. Okay, that's just what I'm getting from that. If it's reversed, if it's masculine energy instead of feminine, then by all means take it that way, but that's just how I'm resonating with that particular message and those two cards combined. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a song as the overall theme of this reading. Let's see. For Scorpio. All right, I'm guided to this card. We have In My Life by the Beatles. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I'll love you more. And, you know, just these three focused messages going together, what I'm getting from this, Scorpio, is that some of you guys really fell in love with this person. You know, you gave them your whole heart. You really invested everything that you had to give to this connection, and I feel you guys were on a very different page. Maybe for them it was just a booty call. Maybe for them they just wanted to get into a relationship but not get anything more out of it, you know, nothing solid, nothing by way of a solid commitment as far as you guys taking it towards marriage or building a life together or having a family someday, you know. So we'll see how that all comes together. That's just my interpretation of what's presenting itself to me intuitively. So let's continue. Let's see where else this is going to go. We're going to start off with a deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. This is the Twin Flame Untold Truths. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. So let's continue. Okay, so already what's coming forward here, Scorpio, is a very painful energy. But what I'm also getting is that, especially for my feminines, you're working through the hurt and the pain. You're trying to be strong, you know, the exterior part of you, just trying to show the world that you're okay. But internally, there's a lot of pain there. So let's see if you can work through this. If you guys can overcome the challenges that are presenting itself here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. First half of November. We have a chaser. Okay. So someone was the chaser and someone was the runner. And possibly the masculine was the chaser. Okay. And my feminines, perhaps you've detached and you're now the runner. Running away from a masculine who just wanted this booty call and nothing more, perhaps. But here's the thing. The strong chemistry is undeniable. Maybe they weren't looking for anything serious, but this chemistry is unlike any other that perhaps they've ever experienced. And then we've got heart chakra cracking open. Okay, so I feel for whoever is resonating with what is coming through here, whether you're masculine or feminine, but I do strongly feel it for my feminines, that this experience really helped open up your heart chakra. It forced you to really address things that were going on between the two of you. And by doing that, that's what's helping you fully address what's happening in your heart space, and it's helping you to heal. You're still working on the healing, as it states here, and your personal growth. But by taking advantage of this heart chakra energy and opening up your heart to what it represents, it's helping you. It is helping you. What else, please, for Scorpio, first half of November? We have ignoring you. Okay, so maybe you're ignoring your person. You're just focusing on yourself, which is not a bad thing. We've got confessions. So since what I'm feeling here, Scorpio, for those that resonate with this, you have detached from someone who just wasn't serious enough to offer what it was that you were looking for in the relationship. And they've got a lot that they want to say. There's a lot of confessions that they want to get off their chest. But maybe they can't because you're ignoring them, or you might have blocked them on social media. You might have blocked them on your phone to where they can't even call you now. And so what are they doing? They're looking at your pictures. They're just reminiscing about the times that you guys have shared. Look at this. We've got, I can't commit right now. They couldn't commit before either. And they're still coming through, perhaps, that they can't commit still. And so what you're left with here, Scorpio, is moving on and finding a situation that's way better suited for you, perhaps. Next message, release the past. Exactly. Because the past includes this. The past includes the pain that you've endured as a result of allowing someone into your heart, into your life, that couldn't commit to you from the very start. And as this Peaches card says, you know, this booty is meant for bigger and better things. And it is. So by detaching from someone who wasn't good for you, you're heading towards bigger and better things, which is good. So let's add to this, Scorpio. Okay, let's see where else this is going to go. This is the Arrows of Love deck by Mystic Moon. So let's add to this and see where else this is going to go. So very specific storyline. And if you don't resonate with it already at this point, then maybe it's just not your reading this time, guys. And hopefully I'll be able to tap into your situation next time. But somebody definitely needs to hear this. You were dealing with somebody that couldn't commit to you from the very start. All right, angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, first half of November in love and life. Wings of love, guidance and protection. Okay, so I really feel from this that your angel guides are protecting you at this time. They are watching out for you. They're guiding you towards a very different path here. Now, this is interesting, Scorpio. You've got a secret admirer. And it's interesting how that's falling right below strong chemistry. This could be somebody that you already know, but maybe you don't know that they are actually into you. Okay? Because it's coming through as a secret admirer. What I'm also getting from this is the person that you've detached from because they were barking up the wrong tree, clearly. They're secretly admiring you because more than likely what I'm feeling here is that you've blocked them. They can't reach you at this point. So you're not giving them an outlet to communicate with you, which I can't blame you for that, especially if you were dealing with somebody who really wasn't looking for anything serious. They were just kind of messing around and probably in player mode, you know, so they still admire you. They're still into you. They feel the strong chemistry, but they're keeping that a secret because possibly it's just too embarrassing, really, to express that at this point, considering how they conducted themselves in the past. What they want is this rendezvous with you in the 3D world. They want to be able to reconnect with you. This, for me, is very Two of Cups in energy. You know, Cups is water energy. You're a water sign, Scorpio. But what I'm also feeling is that you could certainly experience that Two of Cups vibe with somebody else, somebody who is deserving of you, somebody who will not be afraid to commit to you, someone who you will eventually come into union with and have a great connection with and have just as strong a chemistry. This someone is going to be your perfect match. Look at that. And remember how I was picking up off of feminine energy right from the start? Here we are. Okay? So my feminines, you will have no problem finding somebody who will be your perfect match. This person did not appreciate you when they had you. But you will find someone who will love you and appreciate you for everything that you represent. Look at this. We've got delight and desire. Okay, so you're going to attract someone into your life, my feminines, who you could possibly build a life with. I mean, this looks like a wedding cake to me. You know, somebody that will definitely desire to have you in their life forever. Not just for a moment, not just for sex, but for life. And then we've got the arrows of love, Cupid. Cupid's arrow will strike. You know, so if this person wants you back, they better get their act together, you know, and if they find that eventually somewhere down the line that they're ready to commit to you, they better take some sort of action to make that happen. Because I feel for my feminines, you're not sitting around waiting for this masculine to come towards you. You're living your life. You're opening up your heart to the possibilities of love and what can come in for you. Okay. Transformative love. What I get from that is it's like a butterfly, you know, things are changing in your life. I really feel this more so for my feminines. You yourself are transforming, you're changing, you're getting stronger. You're working through the healing, the pain. And you will come out on top. You know, you're going to make it through this. Promise, okay? So I really feel here that you're heading towards a very happy time in your love life after having detached from somebody that just could not offer that to you to begin with. That's what I'm getting from that. So let's go ahead and add to this with some tarot. This is the Flaming Roses Tarot. This is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. In love and life, first half of November. All right, what else do we need to know here? We've got the Ten of Swords. All right. So I love how it says love yourself right there. Okay. Which is so important. And I feel for those of you who are resonating with this message in particular, that someday you will get to a point where you are able to see yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, and really love everything that you see. The Ten of Swords is a very painful ending, okay? As you can see from this particular card, it says severing ties, nail and coffin, goodbyes. So you don't want to go back to something where that final nail really has shut that door. You know, you're walking away from it because it's so painful. So some of you guys can resonate with this, where you said goodbye to somebody who was unable to offer you anything more than just the physical connection. And so now with the Two of Coins here, you're trying to restore balance in your life by the choices that you make at this point. Setting your priorities, adapting to the changes that you have had to make in your life as a result of somebody who kind of came in and created this storm of emotions, and they just could not deliver. And now we've got the Temperance energy, which is picking up off of Sagittarius specifically. It's all about balance and harmony with the Temperance card, and just having patience to be able to restore all that. And so really it plays into this energy as well, someday, because someday is off in the distance. It's not now. And that's why the final word on this particular card is eventually. Someday, eventually, you will get there. You're not there yet, but you will. So don't give up on yourself. Some of you could be in hermit mode, okay? This is Virgo specifically. Soul searching, withdrawn, going within, just taking time to still your mind and focus on future plans that you want to make in your life. Following your heart this time, and not what everybody else is telling you. Everybody putting in their 2 cents, directing you towards a particular direction. It's nice to get advice, but at the end of the day, you have to decide for yourself, Scorpio, where you want to go and how you want to implement those changes. So it's good that you're looking within yourself for those answers, to reflect on where your life has been and ultimately where you want to end up. The interesting thing about the Hermit's energy is that sometimes people from your past return, you know? So this person that has hurt you might want to come back. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to let them back in. It just means that you might hear from them. You might get some sort of message of communication from this individual, but it's up to you whether or not you accept them back in. And this Nine of Coins, okay, picking up off of Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So we've got Hermit, Virgo, Nine of Coins, picking up off of Earth, Virgo again, Capricorn, and Taurus. This, especially for my feminines, is a card of independence, that you are self-reliant, that you can offer yourself the security that you're looking for in your own life. You don't need anyone to be able to do these things for you. What you're looking for is the right kind of love, and this person could not deliver. They couldn't bring it to you. But what I am getting here, look at these next 2 cards. We've got the Knight of Coins, so more Earth energy, and then we've got the Knight of Cups. What I'm feeling for my feminines is that you could certainly have new love connections that you will be making, be attracting new people into your life, someone who's very romantic, very charming. And the Knight of Coins is somebody who moves at a slower pace. But, you know, once they're interested in you, they're very persistent. This is somebody that you can depend on. Okay, so you've got some love connections that you could certainly make here in the future. So in the meantime, you've got this Four of Swords, which makes sense because it's all about recovery and healing in the meantime, which is all about this, recovery and healing from dealing with somebody that you could not rely on, somebody that you loved and gave your heart to, but they kind of took your heart and messed with it, and they really couldn't offer you anything solid, is what I'm getting from that. So take the time that you need in order to rest, take a break from this experience, recuperate, and bounce back when you're ready. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being independent and solo and single at this time, if that's where you're at, because love will find you when it's meant to find you again. Okay, so let's continue. Let's grab some insight from the Pining Rose Love Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio, first half of November in love and life. What else do we need to know, please? Can this turn around for some of you guys? I feel for some of you tuning in, it's the end of the road when it comes to this connection because they hurt you too much. You have said goodbye to them and you're ready to find love elsewhere. But I feel there are those of you who would be open to at least allowing this person into your life just to see if they've made changes, if they are wanting to make amends, if they are ready for transformation in this partnership and ready to come towards you to bring you that Two of Cups. We've got passion coming through here. Okay. A couple of things coming in for me is that, again, the very first message, if all you want is a booty call, your butt better move along because you're barking up the wrong tree. So the passion, the physical connection could have certainly been very strong. We know the strong chemistry card is right here, but it's got to be more than that. They have to be able to offer you more than just the passion when it comes to sex and being together that way. They have to be able to find the passion in the relationship in other ways. We have letters coming in, so you know, you might receive some form of communication from this person, Scorpio. They're still feeling you at a soul level. That's because you guys had great chemistry to begin with. It's just that I kind of feel they blew it. And yes, this is your ex-lover, okay, that you have detached from. And look at this, commitment phobia. Exactly. That's why they are alone. And that is why you are untouchable. They can't touch you right now. They might not ever be able to touch you again, especially if you have taken the time to focus on you with that Ten of Swords and really severed ties with this person. Okay, so we have, I can't commit right now, and that's because of that commitment phobia. Okay, and I really feel for my feminines, you're not putting your life on hold waiting for this masculine to get to a place where they won't be so afraid to commit, because you're going to move on. You're going to find somebody who will be ready to do those things for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here representing the divine masculine here. So we'll start things off with my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the volume 1 deck, Scorpio. So let's grab some messages focusing on the divine masculine here and what this masculine would want to say to the feminine at this point in time. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio, for the masculine. I know you've been hurt before. Let me be the one to heal that broken heart of yours, which is quite ironic and interesting, because what's presenting itself here is that this is the masculine that has broken your heart. And they knew going in that you were hurt already, that perhaps you've had a history of people hurting you, my feminines. And so what did they end up doing? They ended up doing the same thing that other people who have hurt you before, and they ended up hurting you too. Next message, I miss you so much, my heart hurts. Wow. They hurt your heart, but what I'm feeling here is that they actually ended up hurting themselves. Interesting next message, here I am, your one and only, your twin flame. So if this person really is your twin flame, You know, they definitely ended up hurting you and breaking your heart. I mean, just because somebody comes in as a twin flame, that doesn't mean that they don't have the capability of hurting you. They absolutely can, because twin flame connections can be very challenging as well as beautiful. You know, it's like a love-hate relationship for some people. So if you guys are in separation, that's because typically one twin has a lot of lessons that they still need to learn. So let them learn it. But what this masculine wants, look at this, is to start over. It's like, can we have a do-over? Is that possible, feminines? Would you be able to offer this masculine a second chance? Let's grab one or two more from this deck here. There we are. It wasn't just sex for me. From our first kiss, I knew I wanted to make love to you. That's interesting. Okay, so for some of you guys, your masculine is clearly indicating here that it wasn't just sex, but at the same time, they were afraid of commitment. Okay, and last message, I'm crazy for you. That is what's presenting itself when it comes to this divine masculine and what it is that they are wanting you to know at this time, my feminines. They want to start over. They're still crazy for you. It wasn't just sex. They're coming through as a potential twin flame here. They want to heal that broken heart of yours, which of course it's up to you, my feminines, if you will give your masculine the opportunity to come back. Okay, so let's grab some messages from the Woman's Intuition Oracle. This is another one of my self-created ones, focusing on the divine feminine now. So Scorpio, angels and spirit guides, first half of November. My feminines, what is it that you want to say to your masculine? And as always, guys, you don't have to resonate with every message here. Take whichever one you're most guided towards, okay? Angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, divine feminine, what do you want to say? The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew my search was over. Okay, so it's one of those things where when you guys first met, it was like love at first sight for some of you guys. But the thing is, they ended up hurting you because they weren't wanting anything serious. What else, please, for the divine feminine? Leather or lace, choose. Okay, so this is one of my good girl, bad girl messages. It's like, which version of me do you want? You know, you already ended up hurting the good part of me, so now it's time for me to tap into the bad girl mentality to kick your ass if you don't get your shit together, you know? So you're basically wanting your masculine to decide. It's like, which version of me do you want to deal with? What else, please, for Scorpio, for the feminine? You were the best mistake I ever made. Okay, so you're still acknowledging that it was a mistake, my feminine, but there's something about this masculine that you were totally into, but unfortunately, you know, they were a bit of a player, and for some of you guys, you really were dealing with a masculine who was bad at commitment. Look at this next message. She's not the one for you. Okay, so some of you guys dealt with a masculine who, again, entertaining other options, bad at commitment. And if they're bad at commitment, they could have gone to somebody else for that booty call, you know. And here you are with a heart of gold, ready to offer everything to this person, and they weren't willing to do the same for you, unfortunately. Let's grab another one. I love a masculine who knows he's divine, okay? And so perhaps your next relationship will be the true divine masculine that you're meant to be with, not somebody who's just after you for the physical connection. Next message, you are the answer to my prayers. Okay? So it depends, of course, on how you see this person you're focused on for this reading. If you see them as the answer to your prayers, then perhaps there's a part of you that still wants to revisit this, but this could also be a new love that comes in who could be the answer to your prayers. Okay, so take whichever message resonates most with you, my feminines. That's what's presenting itself here. All right, guys, so let's continue with some additional guidance. We're going to pull from the Divine Love Affirmations deck. This is a deck by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. So this is from your higher selves and what you would want to communicate to each other. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. First half of November in love and life. Look at that. 2 hands, 2 hearts, 1 soul. So what I'm getting from this, because remember we've got the feminine energy represented here, so I feel the majority of what's coming through here is for the feminines. And a couple of interpretations here for my feminines. It's like either the person that hurt you, you're willing to give them another chance to be a part of your life, a part of your heart, a part of your soul once again. This could also represent where you're headed. Since some of you guys have clearly severed ties, you've said goodbye to the part of your life, to this person that has hurt you so deeply. So this could represent a new love connection. Next message, I am receptive to my divine partner's communication, intently engaged as an intuitive listener. Okay, so pay attention to that intuition, Scorpio. Because what they are communicating to you, you have to be mindful. Are they really coming from a place of truth? Are they really opening up their heart chakra to you? Or are they just telling you what it is that you want to hear? Or what they feel they need to say in order to come back into your life, for you to accept them back in. So be mindful of that. Next message. I surrender limiting beliefs about myself and my connection. I refuse to be a victim of circumstance. I trust that the divine is in control of this sacred union. I choose to live in faith, not fear. I let go and let God. Absolutely. And that's all you can do sometimes. That's a part of your healing journey, I feel. Just let go, let God. Let the universe direct you to where you're meant to go. And lastly, I call on the divine to take control of this sacred union in every way. I trust that everything will happen according to divine will. Everybody's got their own free will, absolutely. And you both have the capability of taking this in whatever direction you decide you want to take this. But, you know, if your person is wanting to reach out and they're coming through letting you know, it's like, I'm ready to commit to this. If you're on the same page, great. But if you're on a very different page, a very different journey, as far as perhaps welcoming in new love, then it's their loss. You know, because remember, you've got the wings of love protecting you and guiding you towards where you're meant to go next in your life. Is that towards this person who has hurt you because they were unable to commit to you before? Or are you being guided towards a very different path that will lead you towards your life partner? So definitely pay attention to your gut and what your instincts are telling you at this point in time. All right, so let's close this out, guys, with the Twin Flame Current Vibes deck. This is a deck by Sister Moon Tarot, and as always, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection, although some of you guys absolutely do. So let's wrap this up. Let's see what final messages need to come through here for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. First half of November. Angels and spirit guides, some final thoughts and messages. All right, what do we have? We've got letting go, and then we've got reflecting. Okay, I am letting go of anything I can't control. I let go of attachment. Good for you. You know, again, going back to the Ten of Swords, loving yourself enough to detach and sever ties from situations that are not good for you. And then we have reflecting. I am reflecting on my actions and realizing the error of some of my ways. This could be your person coming through with that reflection, realizing they really messed up. Let's grab a couple more here. Angels and spirit guides for Scorpio. What else do we need to know? We have clearing the air. I wish we could talk about everything, okay? And maybe you will be able to have that opportunity someday to be able to connect with this person and just air everything out, to talk about anything and everything that went down. And, you know, again, trust your intuition if it's something that you're wanting to come back. If you want them back, then you definitely need to clear the air with this person so that you're moving forward without any past baggage of what's happened. Next message, I will never give up. I will always believe in you and our connection. Okay, so again, that could be your person talking. They don't want to give up on this. They know they messed up. And if you're open to giving them a second chance, they're willing to clear the air and address all of the issues that you guys had dealt with. Missing you, coming through. You are the missing piece in my life, okay? So what I'm getting from this, Scorpio, is they had to lose you in order to appreciate you. They had to lose you to miss you, to miss the connection, to miss everything good about it. And this is so interesting, this next message, because remember, we already ended up getting this card that said someday. And you have another one that says someday. In this particular deck, it says, someday we will be happy together and look back and laugh at this mess. And that's exactly what it is, a mess, you know? So if your person is willing to work on this mess and the mess that they have contributed to making, then sure, there's a possibility that you guys can work this out. So I will leave it at that, guys. Someday. Future-wise, where is this all going to go? It depends on what your person is willing to do to fight for you. That is, if you haven't moved on already by the time you hear from them. Okay? So that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. I do hope whatever part of this resonated with you, that it offered you advice you could use. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.